Good morning, everyone. I hope that everyone will have a beautiful day today. It is a little bit earlier. It's about 7:30, but let me tell you two reasons why I have to do everything early or either super late. We are expected to have temperatures today about 102. So now I've had to start gardening. When I'm off, I get out here at like 6:30 and maybe work to 11 or 12 right around lunchtime. And then I come out maybe like 6 o'clock in the evening. But what I wanted to show you first on our May garden tour is my magnolia tree, which is getting some beautiful blooms. I'm going to try to zoom in because I'm not sure if you can see them, like right there. And we have blooms like all around, I think right there too. But let me tell you about this tree. I have got to rake every single day. This is why they call it a trash tree. I don't care what you do, the leaves are gonna fall. And we've had this tree kind of trimmed up. Very beautiful tree. I really love it, and I really love the blooms, and we get a lot of compliments on it, but it's just a lot of work. So I don't know. My grandmother had a big one in the yard, but we didn't have to rake the leaves up, so I guess it didn't mean like a whole lot. So let me go ahead and pan around and we'll get started on our May garden tour. And also, I normally turn on the sprinklers around 6 o'clock, usually when I leave in the morning, like on a work day, because they're automated, but I don't want it to get my garden at night, because I'm trying to, that's a good way when it stays wet overnight. That's a good way to bring on diseases here in coastal Georgia, mixed with that humidity. And it's so I've been doing it manually, but I have to automate it again and just leave that zone out. But anyway, these are our flower pillows that we planted, and I will link that video where they started off so small. And can you see how these have filled in? They are so pretty. I know that the flowers look red probably on the screen, because they're looking on red on the screen to me, but they're not. It's like a nice hot pink. And then we have the black cherry and the Bordeaux. It kind of hides and come out every now and then, but here is one right here. So we have just like a few touches of the Bordeaux that's coming out, and we have two of those. And what I love about Proven Winners is this one was not doing as well. It's like I guess the middle of the flower pillow had maybe died out, but I called them, sent them a picture, and they sent another one right out. And so this is catching up very nice. That's why you notice it's not as big as the other one, but it's catching up just fine. Now my mix masters right here, this is the bejeweled. I'm not as pleased with this because I'm going to show you why. This is how it's supposed to look with the calabricoa, the petunias, the verbena, and then this one over here is just like all verbena. And I ordered like 2 more of them, and it's still no different. So I'm just going to let them stay. I understand that sometimes things die or things are not alike, but it's like this one right here just had strictly verbena in there. I could tell right here, and I'm sorry y'all, I got my tea. I could tell right here on this one, this is supposed to be a calabricoa, but it has not started blooming. And then maybe this one, but I see no petunias in this mix. So once again, we are facing weeds. I'm not going to let my husband use that flame anymore. I'm just about ready to just go get a truckload of mulch and just pour it down, and we'll just see what happens. So this is the front. I will say that the maple tree, or I'm sorry, the Japanese maple that he burnt, it is coming back. It's getting red leaves. And sorry about the sun if it's in your face, but it's literally, y'all, 80 degrees out here, and it's not even 8 o'clock. So that's why I have to get out early like this. But they are coming back, if you can see. And I promise this video is not going to be long, so I'm going to hurry up. So let's move. One more key point I want to show you is the calla lily. I put a picture of that on Instagram, and I'll make sure I leave my Instagram handle. But I'm going to tell you why I love this plant. I absolutely do nothing to it. Every year, I've had it for about 4 or 5 years maybe. Now the only thing, but they do come back. They come back every year. Now the only thing I can say that I did this year is once I saw it coming up, because it is in a pot, I probably need to put it in the ground. Once I saw that it started coming up out of the pot, I put just a little bit of the plant tone in there, and that was it. And they are just so pretty. I love those. I should cut them and like bring them inside, but anyway, we'll go around to the back and we'll get started. Okay, so this is my little area here. My husband has named this little lady Esther. Have no idea why, but she is here, and I like her, and she's starting to get that color like what I wanted. But we've had a couple of mishaps in this flower bed. Now what I did is I went ahead and I added mulch in here. That's why I'm thinking about just getting mulch in the other ones. The weeds are still coming up, but my mom said just give it a little time because these are supposed to have like weed preventer. But what I did right here, because I'm trying to create more of a formal area right here in this section. So these are the Southern Living baby gems, and I'm just gonna let these grow. And then maybe around fall or winter time, or maybe even next spring, I'm just going to let them grow, but I want to shape them into a ball. So we'll have 2 of the ball-like boxwood on each side. So I'm just letting them grow up now. The Gara is doing really well. I actually need to get in here and trim up some things. But we had 4, and I had one in the back of Esther. And she wasn't getting a lot of sun, and she didn't look like she was happy. So I moved her into the flower and vegetable garden, in which I'll show you in a minute. The David Austin roses, I am just loving them. It's like every day they have a new bloom on them. I have to actually cut this one off. But if you can see right here, there's a new bloom. One's coming right here. So every morning it's like a new bloom. And the Queen of Sweden, she's growing. She hasn't bloomed yet, but she is growing. And then we have the other Desdemona. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Monia on this side. And that one's also getting new blooms. So those are doing good. But I think I'm not sure what these were, but they had little white spikes coming up. And I'm gonna have to pull both of them because I don't know, one's starting to die and I'm not sure why, but it's supposed to form like a little ball. But since I went ahead and got the baby gem boxwood, I'll just pull them. It's just dead, but I just wanted to show you that before I actually pull it. Those died, so I pulled those up, and I may just leave that area. I may just leave it blank for now and let everything grow in, because I know I do want to put some type of bulbs, whether it's like tulips or something in here that will, you know, be nice, and then it'll be done flowering, and then we can let everything grow in together. So let's go ahead. I did a lot of things. I'm still not finished with the vegetable and flower garden, but I have been working my butt off. So right here, I found this little sign at Hobby Lobby. I thought it was perfect. And I put some of these little plants right here. This is now I look at this plant all the time. I'll put the name up there. I look at it all the time. And now my mind is blank because I haven't had my tea. But I do know right here, this is the Angelonia right there. And so I hope they grow up, because the Angelonias were on the dead and dying rack. So they were like 90 cents. And I thought that they would grow up pretty. Is it Euphorbia? I'll look it up. But anyway, so I went ahead and filled in the garden with the cypress mulch. We definitely want to keep everything organic in this area. And then I did my walking path. The only reason why I'm not utilizing this area. This is where they cut the tree down, and right here is still like they grinded the stump up, but if you can see, it's still a little piece left because I guess they didn't want to get on the fence and mess it up. And then it's also a little bit of stump left like right in here. So I made a walking path and I planted more calendulas right here, basil, and I still got a little bit more planting to do. I try to get all my summer planting like by June, and then maybe like late July, August, that's when I start my fall planting. But let's really quick go over some things. We got the hibiscus that's doing exceptionally well. I got 3 of those for hibiscus tea. We got our peppers here. We finally got the cattle panels, if you could see. So I got some tomatoes trailing up and some cucamelons. And I am going to put some cucumbers over here where you see that blank space at. But I was so excited. I was too ashamed to show you guys how we got those cattle panels here, but we did it. We did it, or shall I say my husband did it, because I didn't do anything. But we got those 2 up, and then we got 3. And I was going to do 3 going all the way back, but we only have 4 raised beds. Got a walking path here, and we got some little small dahlias here, and some more. These are determinate tomatoes, the ones where they put all their fruit on at once, and then that's pretty much it. But I love the yellow canary tomatoes, so I went back and I got 3 more. And then we have a couple of varieties of tomatoes. This flower I put on Instagram is doing extremely well. This little partner right here, sometimes I think the sun is just really doing a number on it, but it looks okay today. Because like I said, I had to start watering twice a day. And I'll get over here to the zucchini. This is a new variety, green grillers. It's supposed to be small, but let me know in the comments below, when you buy the vegetables and herbs, well, mainly vegetables at the big box stores, a lot of times they have more than 1 plant in there. So this one had like 5, and I don't plant it all at the same time. Like, I actually separate it. So 3 of them made it, 2 of them didn't. The one in the middle is coming back, and the one like right there is coming back. But this one is doing really good. But I did have to pull 2. And then this is the, I also have to be cautious of the spiders going up under here too. This is the blue and black sage that I got at Brook Green Gardens when we went on our garden tour. So that's coming in really nice. And I can say, since I've laid down this cypress mulch, that kind of acts, it keeps the moisture in a little bit better, and it also helps keep a lot of that heat off the plants, you know, keep the roots cool. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm backing out, and we're going to walk really quick down this walking path. I just wanted to like separate the walking paths to where I could kind of get to the garden on either side. It's a little bit difficult for me over here with the cattle panels, but we'll work it out. The carrots I have to pull up. I put a picture on Instagram where I pulled, I was so hungry one day, y'all. I actually pulled a carrot up. I rinsed it and I ate it. But let me get on this side because you can probably see it better. They're ready to come up, like they're coming out of the ground. So they are ready to be harvested. This was the kaleidoscope mix, like with the seed tape. So I'm gonna pull this whole bed, and then we'll have some more room to do other things with. Loving this phyllox. I planted some more phyllox from seed yesterday. I'll show you the one on the patio. This is like purple, but I will say it starts off purple, but it kind of fades to white. But I just absolutely love them. I pulled my radishes up because it was getting too hot and they were going to seed. So these are like little chives that are coming up. And this is the eggplant. I planted 3 because I'm gonna go around to the other side. I planted 3 eggplant because I do like them grilled. And then I saw a recipe in one of my books that I bought in Italy when we were stationed there that had marinated eggplant. So I'm going to try that. but I'm trying to get in good to where you can see. Can y'all see this eggplant growing? I'm excited, but look at all the flowers, and I just have 3. Look at all the flowers on the eggplant. So I'm excited for that. These I kind of come out and I baby them. Right here we have our okra that's growing up real good. Now I had to come, I don't know, I'm gonna research this. So if you know in the comments, if you know the answer to this, let me know in the comments. I don't know if the okra secretes some type of sweet something, but ants were just taking over. If you could see a little bit, like I sprayed insecticidal soap because they were right like in the middle, and there's still some, but ants were like taking over. This is our spicy globe. I had to pull a nasturtium that was right here. This nasturtium, they do not like the heat. They don't like this heat. I'm gonna go around to the other side because I actually see a, what do you call it? I actually see an okra flower coming. So here is an okra flower that is coming, if you could see it. But these ants, and there's an okra flower too. The ants and sand gnats, because sand gnats are on me, biting me. But yeah, this is the nasturtium. The other one, it's not loving this heat at all. And I've been out here watering it. So I'm gonna plant some more seeds. I think I did that yesterday. And maybe like during the fall, I'll bring some out. These are our echinacea or cone flowers that were supposed to be powwow purple. But they're not, but I still like them. So they're coming nicely. This is our bee balm here. And this is where I put the other Gara. I planted a lot of flowers from seeds, and I planted too many. And nobody that I know in my area loves gardening like I do. So I was just finding places to put it. This is the blanket flower, I think. The dahlias here that I got, they're producing flowers, but I'm not liking the way their leaves are looking at all. And I know it's probably the sun. The sun is on us, and I'm telling you, I hope this does not be an indicator of what summer will be like if it's already going to be 102 and it's not even June. These were my balcony dahlias that I planted, and I thought that they were not going to come up. I really did. And then like all of a sudden they start coming up, because if you could see, I planted one too close over there. But I went in, and let me get right here. I went in the middle and pinched them, and you see like all the side shoots coming out. I also have to pinch, these are dahlias, but they're the variety that does not get like over 9 inches, I want to say. But I have to go in and pinch them too. I can't think of the name, but they're a variety where they do not get over like 8 to 9 inches, I think. And we got our basil on both sides right here in the front. I come out all the time and just pinch some, maybe pinch off some cherry tomatoes and a little bit of olive oil, and you got a great snack. Garlic, it's trying to come along. I pulled one the other day. Sorry, I pulled one the other day. It's not ready. They are bulbing up, so we're just gonna wait. Probably maybe sometime in June they'll be ready. I had a blank space, so I put some more calendula right there. And these are our, I think these are sweet million tomatoes that are growing up here. We cut the cattle panel, the third one, and we're using it to train these tomatoes up. But they are doing nicely. They get like a lot of, if you could see, they get like a lot of tomatoes on one, yeah, they get a lot of tomatoes on one of the, what they're growing on. But, okay, I'm hurrying because it's like I'm 13 minutes in now. I planted some purple coneflowers from seed, so that is coming up. And then this is supposed to be the other spicy globe basil. This is not in a globe as much as the other one is. And then these are more okra. And I planted okra because my daughter loves it, and she said that she was going to watch it. She has not been out here, I think, since I planted them in the ground. It was something eating this one, and actually it was a little worm, so we got rid of that one, and they've been doing okay. I come out here and I put my compost tea on here like bi-weekly, but since it's getting hot, I think I'll probably do it weekly. and they've been doing okay. We've had some bugs, but I'm trying to keep them at a minimum. And like I said, the nasturtium I'm gonna have to pull up. Let's go to our cut flower area. And I'll just point right here. I got this bed. I need to go ahead and amend it. It's ready to be worked. And then I have my walking path, and I planted the seeds yesterday. Yes, I am behind. If you say, aren't you kind of behind? Yes, I am. But this is our calendula patch, and I just wanted to show you they are starting to get bulbs, and we'll probably have blooms here shortly. And this is our dahlia patch. Only 2 of the dahlias did not come up. And I also did some pinching on my dahlias also to make them flower more and more blooms. But we had 2 that were right here. They didn't come up, and I'm not sure why. So that's our flower patch. And then we have more coming. I think I planted celosia, amaranth. I know I planted zinnias, globe amaranth, and some purple basil. It's going to be a really pretty mix, really pretty. So now let's go up on the patio, and then we're going to end it, y'all. Okay, so I want to show you my onions really quick. I have them like curing, but we have a few that are still sending energy to these onion bulbs. And this is why they're part of the allium family, is look, they're still sending that energy. The roots are dry. They've been curing for about probably going on 2 weeks now. But is that not crazy? So I'll probably cut those, and I really want to make some pickled onion out of some of them. It's not, I mean, I don't have a whole lot, but I was just proud of this harvest right here. I did plant some begonias in here that are coming up nicely. They are like a pink and white, and a white mix. So we'll see what colors we get, because some of them didn't come up. But okay, so let's go right here. Remember, I had the calabricoa in here. When I gave it a trim, everything was looking good, and all of a sudden one day it just died. I don't know if I cut off too many or what, but these are like a double calabricoa. If you could see it, they're pink, and I paid 90 cents for 2 of them. So it seems to be doing okay. Right here, I want you guys to let me know which one do you like. These, this is the proven winners. Lemon coral sedum. Now you see how one is like a ball, and then 2 of them are getting flowers. Which one do you like the best? Comment below. See how they're getting flowers? Me personally, I think I like it like this, where it's just like a ball, which is what I expected. But I was surprised to see flowers on it. And I'm probably gonna pull this Bordeaux. This is the one I had in my fall planter, and I've moved it like 3 times, and I think it's just sick of me moving it. So it said, you know what, it's still trying to put on flowers, but I'm gonna pull it up. I had some clematis growing. It did not work. They got burnt up basically by the sun. So I found these on clearance, and on the tag it says, I love sun. So we're gonna see how much you love sun. I'm not sure what color it is. That's probably why they were on clearance. And then I think these are doing the best. I like the mounding better with these proven winter flowers. And I'll link the video where I did this planting in this bed right here. But I think I like these best. The sun kind of gets to it a little bit, but it still is beautiful, and I like the moundiness of it. The bubble gum to me is more like trailing. And then we had some of our flowers. They're getting buds. I had deadheaded a lot, and then we have some more buds coming up here, and the lavender here is doing absolutely great. This is another one of the Sea Thrift. I think that's what it is. I gave that a haircut. It's kind of like a ball, but let me go back over here real quick. This one is not doing so good, so I may just go back and get 2 more of the boxwood baby gems and put them on the end. and just kind of do them like a ball also. But I really don't know what I want to do with this area, so that's why I have a lot of annuals here. The lavender is perennial, and these is it dianthus? They kind of remind me of carnations. They're perennials too. So basically perennials in the back. I knew better than to put these English ivies here because I know they don't like sun, and they're letting me know. So those will come up too. I just want something that would trail up, so I have to find something else. My peonies still have not flowered for me. I'm gonna have to pull my daylily because it's just I don't know, like I said, the aphids got to it. I sprayed it. It still is trying its best to bloom, but I don't like the way those leaves are looking. And then let me just pan around here and just show you just some key stuff, and I'm done, y'all. But here are the proven winners. Buried treasure. I have been pulling strawberries off of here every single day, and I see why they say buried treasure, because I was thinking, okay, the strawberries would be right here, but I've actually found some like inside of the actual plant, like you see right there. Like they really are a buried treasure. You just have to come out here and look. But I'm so thankful that I've been getting to them before the squirrels, because they were out here this morning when I opened the door. The nasturtium, once again, it does not like this heat, but what I love about flowers is it's trying its best. Like they still put on blooms. They don't like this heat, and I know they don't. They put on blooms and they're trying. Finally got my fountain hooked up. I just need to do something about the cords. I was out here last night. I love the sound of water, and I had my music playing, just so relaxing out here. If I could just get control of these bugs. I got basil planted everywhere because I started these from seeds and I planted too many. I come out here just about every day digging in, trying to find the yellow ones. I pulled off quite a bit yesterday, but I'll just come and dig because they're very, very compact. Like you actually have to pull them up and find them. And these are more of the Quinault strawberries. And I've made a decision. I wouldn't talk bad about this, but I'm not putting them in this container anymore. I think I'm just going to put them on the ground. I put them out in the garden and put like a net over there so the birds don't get to it, because I don't know, the main thing was you're supposed to water the top and it goes down to each one, but all of them are not getting water, and I have to constantly and consistently turn it to make sure water is getting to all of them. I've been loving this gardenia. If you guys don't have a gardenia, you need to get one. If you just love a beautiful sweet smell. It's some more gardenia blooms on the other side. But these, I've been having to fight white flies with these. A lot of white flies. These are our Tidy Treats tomatoes from Johnny Seeds. I've been pruning them up, but I like them. And as soon as they get red, I am like pulling them off. But it's like, go ahead and get red some more so I can take some of these leaves up here off, because I know they're close together. Look how tall they're growing. They are growing all the way up here. But I've been pruning off the bottom so that they can get good airflow and good circulation. But I really need to start getting to these top leaves right here. And it's plenty. If you see, there are plenty of blooms. If you want like a nice treat, grow you some of these. There are so many blooms of these little tomatoes, and they're so perfect for snacking. You just pop them in your mouth, and that's what I do when I'm out here every time they turn red. This was another one of our mix masters. I think this was the grape punch, where you got the verbena, the petunia, and the calibrachoa. These were our pixie grapes, and let me just show you our patio, because right down here, this is where I planted some more seeds last night. And I had a beautiful chamomile in a pot, y'all, and I'm telling you, it was like mold or something on it. And it's probably because it was too contained in that pot, and I had so many little leaves and things on there, they just weren't getting enough air. So I planted another round of that, but that'll be going like in the actual garden. So let me show you our patio container, our patio decorating, then we're ending. So it is Memorial Day weekend, and I just really quick wanted to show you the blackberries. I think we'll have some on this plant this year. This one that is over there, they're growing, but they don't have any like the flowers and things. You guys know that my husband did almost 22 years in the military, so just thank you for your service to each and every one of you that has served. And so this is another mix master here. This is the patriotic mix, which I'm loving. The only thing I have to do with these, and I'll get a little bit closer, is I have to like actually come out here because it bothers me. Like I pull the petunia when it's done. I kind of pull those off, and they're easy to pull. They come right off, but I just keep pulling those off because I want it to look fresh. But this is our patriotic patio decor here, and you see I got some things for the bugs because it is crazy. These sand gnats, y'all, if you haven't experienced them, they bite. And then I showed these in our video with the Grand Traverse, but I am just loving this Grand Traverse with Thriller. And I know maybe in a couple of weeks I'm gonna have to give it a haircut because look how it is trailing, and I'm looking in here and something is eating them, and I see them. Look, live on live on the March Garden Tour, I see them. I don't know if you guys can see them, but it is a worm. Let me pull that particular. Oh my goodness. See, this is why you got to check. And he has been eaten away. Can y'all see him? Oh God, I just normally try to pull the leaf. I'm trying to get it where you guys can see. He has been eating up. That's why you got to check. And let me just show you real quick. Look how he's just been having a time in here. Can y'all see that? Just having a grand old time, just chewing away. Oh my gosh. They're still pretty though. Okay, I'll go in and check for more. I'll go in and I'll check for more. But this is the Grand Traverse with Thriller. And let me show you the other one on the other side. We'll check that. And, but yeah, I am so pleased with that. They are really pretty. But like I said, I'll probably have to give it a haircut. And that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much. I know it was supposed to be short, and I'm looking at the time. But thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for all of you that have served. And if you're not a subscriber, we will hope that you subscribe to our channel and make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a video. Again, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. And until the next video, bye-bye.